Recording live from the Hickory Hut Studio on the campus of Defiance College, you are listening to The Session.
Hey Jacket Nation, welcome back to the Hickory Hut Studios today for another episode of The Session with J Squared and the crazy guy in the corner. Today our guests are Coach Butt and Coach Holava with Defiance College Softball.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Woo!
You guys, thank you for coming in on this dreary Tuesday morning. I appreciate it very much. So we're going to talk a little bit about starting conference play and a little bit about the game that's supposed to happen tomorrow, but probably won't.
We'll see.
Can you guys talk just a little bit about how you would normally prepare the team for a game?
You want me to talk?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, I guess I'll talk. Well, we of course have scouting reports on every team, so our preparation leading up to that team is what the scouting report says about them. You know, Bluffton likes to run, so we work our catchers, we work steals, we work on being quick, efficient, all those types of things. We know they've got a couple hitters that can hit the ball quite a far distance.
Yeah.
So preparing our pitchers that way so they know when a good time for purpose pitches, potentially intentional walks, things like that. So, you know, it's tough right now with this weather. You know, you can feel it. Mellow's shaking her head. It's tough. It's cold. It's dreary. It's hard to get into softball, baseball season when you expect birds chirping and the sun out, but it's raining, it's cold, it's snowing still, and all that kind of stuff. So it's tough. It's tough, and so you got to give a lot of credit to the players for continuing to plug each day and try to work on getting a little bit better. And on a drop of a hat, maybe, okay, Bluffton scouts out, moving on to MSJ because Bluffton got changed or whatnot. But as of right now, you know, we're playing Bluffton this week. Probably not tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow. I think the high temp tomorrow is supposed to be like 22.
No, that's not true.
With
22
feels like
22.
Feels like
the
22.
mile per hour of winds is higher than the temperature.
Yes,
so
it's supposed to be
that doesn't make for great softball weather.
24 mile per hour winds tomorrow, and
that could take siding off of a house, I think.
perhaps
It has to be a little bit, faster than that.
Yeah.
So right
Take a ball
now,
out of a park in a hurry.
yeah.
I'll be hitting dingers.
You could.
Probably not.
You could. Off the fence. So right now it looks like we'll open up with Bluffton on Thursday. So both us and baseball will be playing together Bluffton on Thursday right now, the way the weather's.
At the same time?
At the same time. Well, we'll start at 3:30. Baseball start at 4.
So
no,
basically,
baseball start at 1 and 4. They do a doubleheader.
Doubleheader, okay.
Yeah.
The nice thing, though, about our conference is whether you're playing Bluffton on Wednesday, you're playing Mount St. Joe on Saturday, or you're playing, whoever it is next week, our conference is so competitive that all the teams are very good. And so whether you're preparing, we were preparing all last week to play Franklin on Saturday for that to get bumped, and then now to play Bluffton. And all the teams are so good and so good at all the same things. So to prepare for one team is to prepare for all 8.
So you've really given a lot of coach speak, both of you. But does playing Bluffton, is there any a little bit more motivation, anything like that?
I would probably get shunned on this campus because I just think it's another game. I don't buy it. The hype of Bluff. I want to beat everybody.
Well, of course.
We've developed within softball our own rivalries, and it's always the team that you play really close the previous year, or I think Franklin's a rivalry for us. I think Transy's a rivalry for us. I think everybody that, the better team, Anderson's a rivalry. When we knocked them out last year in the conference tournament, that was like the icing on
there made the trek.
Yeah, that was like icing on the cake of a rivalry that's been since even Coach Butt played.
Yeah.
So, yes, there's the Bluffton rivalry, but I don't know. I think sometimes athletes can let emotions get too high of certain games, and then you don't play at the level at which you should play because you let all those outside distractions take into effect where, hey, it's just another game. Who cares who you're playing? Beat them.
So, Jess, we've heard Coach, but what do the players think?
I would have to agree, honestly. I'm on Defiance side, go Jackets against Bluffton, but our conference is so close,
Okay.
I just feel like every conference game is like a rival game. We want to win every game, and we have high emotions for our team. I say has a lot of emotions for every game. We all want to win every single game. So the Bluffton game, like, maybe it's a little more intense, but it's not as, like, amplified as people make it.
All right, let's go down the line. One more. We've heard coach, we've heard coaches, we've heard player. Now,
Jake.
from the fans' point of view.
Oh, I can promise you that the fans, going off of what they've said, I promise the fans have the exact opposite feeling of what the players and the coaches do, because we're not playing, but we understand how that rivalry has evolved, like, over the years. And even in my last 4 years here, being a graduate, it doesn't matter what sport it is. It doesn't matter how good our teams are or how good their teams are. It's always a good game, and it's always so tense the whole time, like just watching from the sidelines. And it doesn't get much better than
Bluffton?
much better than that.
Okay.
It would be like me. It would be like me being a Cubs fan going to watch the Cubs play the Cardinals, or it would be like the Indians.
Easy.
Full tribe.
It would be like the Indians going to
AAA
play
team?
like
The Tigers.
the Tigers.
Yeah. Oh, I
It's
figured.
like
You mean the Mud Hens?
it's just something about the rivalry and the history between the two sides that makes it feel more important.
I would agree. Well, hey, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back and talk to Coach Blatt and Coach Holava. This is The Session. We'll be right back.
This is Jackie Hartman with the Op Shop, and you're listening to The Session.
Hey, Jacket Nation, we're back after our break to talk a little bit more about softball with our coaches before they leave today. Ryan, you said I had a couple.
Oh,
you had a couple of questions.
call me out.
I'm going to pass the baton off to you to start this conversation.
So I'd like to know, you guys have been working together for quite some time.
Oh, about
Yes.
40 years, yeah.
I was going to say 37.
Yeah.
So I was close. What's that dynamic like? I mean, are you guys partners? I mean, do you guys make decisions, or Coach Holava, are you still? I'm just
She's
curious
in
on that
charge.
dynamic.
Don't get it twisted. She's in charge. I just do what she says.
She's gonna say something else, I'm sure.
Of course I am.
She's in charge.
Thanks, Jess. You got my back.
I'm in charge. But you know, when we've, now, 7 seasons?
Yeah.
7 seasons.
As coaches.
As coaches.
And
yep.
then so 11 seasons total.
Yeah, because I
Yes.
played here. Use
Right.
the term play loosely, but yeah, I was on the team here.
Okay.
For 4 years.
Yes, and then been coaching together for 7 years. So I think that's what any coach wants to develop their staff into. In that now we know what each other is thinking, so it makes decisions very easy. It makes planning very easy. It makes just everything that encompasses the success of the program and in working with the players very easy. And we still have our disagreements.
Yeah.
Well, I would hope. I mean, being
You want
coaches,
that,
being
yeah.
people.
We still
yeah.
have our disagreements on things, and
It doesn't stay a disagreement for long.
because
I'm in charge.
It becomes a quiet disagreement in a hurry.
No, but we still have our disagreements, exactly, which is what you want, because you want different perspectives, and we try to engage our players a lot in those conversations as well, because I think we think ownership is very important. It's for buy-in, and we say it often that we're not playing anymore unless you ask Sydney Zoik when I took a double off the fence to her last year.
Hey, Kimbler.
Yeah, and a shout out to Kimbler when Coach Butt took her to the fence as well. So
Her knee still hurts from that.
so I think that kind of involvement is important, and players see that. Players see when a coaching staff is united and on the same page, and things just work really well.
Well, then I have a follow-up 2-part question that I'd like both of you to answer in your own ways. 7 years is a long time to keep a staff together.
She's drinking the purple juice.
She's drinking the purple juice?
Yeah.
So my question to you was, what are you doing to keep it here? And then my question to you, Casey, was, why are you staying here for 7 years? And I don't mean that as an insult, but I mean that is a fantastic continuity that the softball program has. So I just would like to get some insight into your brains on how that is coming about.
How I keep her here is occasionally I take her to lunch and I buy her lunch.
Okay.
Once in a while, bring donuts, into work or whatnot.
So food.
Food.
Okay.
Just like students, food is a magical power.
We all take bribes.
But no, I mean, I think when you find a dynamic on a staff, when you find an established program, when you find great kids or great players that you coach, we recruit the type of players that fit in with our philosophy.
And the type of parents that fit into our philosophy.
And the type
makes
of parents.
it really, really easy. Shout out to our incredible parents of all of our athletes there.
And alum parents. And, you know, we have a strong alumni base that continues to support our program. It's hard.
Shout out to Defiance College softball alumni.
It's hard to not be invested in that degree. And plus, I mean, I've been here 13 years.
Yeah.
You know, it's even hard, you know, within the athletic department, besides myself and Coach Woodley and our athletic training staff, that it's been here 10 plus years. And so there's an investment to the institution and the college and the growth and the potential and the opportunity and the type of kids that are here and the people that you work with. It's just, for me, why would I leave?
Casey, can you?
I think it's the same. I mean, I've had opportunities to leave, and when you invest as much as what you do into a program, and it's the little things. It's, you know, it's seeing the players every day. It's working on the field. I mean, it's all those things that you invest hours and hours and hours into that I can't possibly imagine myself coaching in any other softball program. I always tell Coach if I ever wasn't coaching at Defiance College, I would not coach college softball anymore.
That's a big statement.
Yeah, and
wow.
So, I mean, I played here. I'm invested. You know, I have put in a lot of hard work and appreciate our kids even when they're gone. And, you know,
we appreciate you too.
Yeah.
Aww.
You know, and it's those things. And, you know, and it's not just because, you know, we were successful last year. I mean, my first couple years coaching here, I mean, I think last year's wins totaled all 3 of those years of wins. I mean, we went through some tough times, and, you know, you recruit and you bring in, you know, like Coach said, players that fit into your program and players that fit into your culture, and, you know, and parents that fit into your culture. And I can't imagine, you know, it's much bigger than handing out Skittles at first base. You know, it's bigger than the on the field things that you do. It's the investment in our program as a whole, and really Defiance College and being an alum is a big piece of that as well.
I think Defiance College as a community is getting to see the continuity of the great coaching staff that is represented here. I mean, you guys should be commended, and probably aren't commended enough. So congratulations.
And I would just like to say something that I noticed when both of you were talking, and you said the kids. You didn't say the players. It's not about just them on the field. You guys do so much to help them succeed, not only on the field but off the field as well. And I think that speaks to the culture that you're talking about and the continuity that you guys have built, and which is the reason why no matter what, if I'm not doing something else, I'm sitting in center field and I'm watching Defiance College softball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we appreciate the Futon fan club. We appreciate you coming out, you know, to have student following, to have students come out to the games. You know, it's you know, we thrive off of that. I think the players appreciate that, you know. So thanks Jake for coming to our game. Thanks for coming to Anderson. Thanks for making road trips, you know. Yeah, making your hair purple, and it doesn't go unnoticed, and that's why we wanted to recognize you at our banquet last year too, because it's important to us. We want to engage as many people within the program that we can, because, you know, it's bigger. It's bigger than just us. It's bigger than wins and losses.
It's bigger than all those things.
Yeah.
Jess, from a player's perspective, can you give us how can I say this? A future recruit, give them a softball pitch real quick?
A future recruit.
Yeah.
See if I can pull this out from the 6 times I said it in the fall.
Okay. Just quick.
Defiance College is a small campus where the professors are there to help you with anything you need. That's why I like it so much.
Okay.
And just being a part of the softball program makes it that much better, because we are like the program on campus. A lot of people look at us because I think of us as like the leaders, and we're all a family. Like Defiance College athletics as a whole is a family, but the softball team, I would say, like, it's the mom and dad of the family. Like, a lot of people strive off of us. And as a whole, our whole team is so diverse, and we all come together, and it's just always a good time.
Excellent pitch.
I just love being part of the team.
Excellent pitch. Let's lighten the mood a little bit.
Okay.
So the Silly Six is being postponed. Because they have a new idea just for softball. So Jess, take it away.
There's no Costco question today
Thank
because
the
I've
Lord.
been winning.
Yeah, Ryan doesn't want to hear it again because he doesn't want to lose.
I don't want to lose.
Okay, I'm going to ask them each the same superlative for a player on the team, and they're going to have to say what player they think fills this category.
Okay, not quite as catchy as the Silly Six, but we'll go with it.
It's better than the Silly Six.
For softball.
I feel like a yearbook editor.
Okay, number 1. Which player is most likely to be president?
Sarah Kay.
I was going to say Ellie King.
That's a good one. Who is most likely to be a reality TV star?
Jenny
Sydney
Deneau.
Smith.
Most likely to be an Uber driver?
Ooh, stumped him.
Anybody but Maddie Baker.
Yeah, I agree with that.
She drove on the wrong side of the highway.
Got on
Are you
24
serious?
Yes.
going the wrong way.
Would not be very
Yes.
successful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good work.
Which player is most likely to be on the show Catfish?
Jen Nashowski.
Jamie Kimbler.
Oh, God. Which player is most likely to win the show Survivor?
Emma Perry.
Yes, without a doubt. Emma
100%.
Perry.
Yep, she
Yeah.
Because
already
she
has
would be
a
the only
sword.
one that would survive on the island.
Yeah, without a doubt.
There'd be no voting off because she would just make them leave.
Yes.
Unless Libby Leach was on the island too, then it would be a toss up between Libby and
Yeah.
Emma.
You're right.
But Emma, yeah.
Final question. Which player is most likely to sleep through an earthquake?
Taylor Biggs.
I would have said Emily Denhard, but she graduated. But Biggs is a sleeper.
So does that mean she's late for practice?
No,
She's never been late for practice,
No.
but
but
I think she's late for life a lot.
That's a
she likes naps. She likes
Yeah.
naps. Yeah.
Is that it? That's the last question? You all
yeah,
done?
that's the last one.
Okay. Well, that was fast. That was funny, too.
Okay, I have to ask them a question.
Knock yourself out.
Do you guys think that Costco is
Oh,
a good third date? Think
Third
about
date?
it. Yes, free samples. There's food court, and you could really figure
Now
out
they're-
that person could make.
They're
And
older.
their
Fun.
soft drinks are like really cheap too. I mean, you could
59 cents.
Right, that's cheaper than a Polar Pop.
A
Which is
third
69
date
cents,
to
right?
Costco?
I think they upped
but
it. I think they upped it.
It's still, to your point, cheaper.
Right, it's still
Yeah.
cheaper. They have pretty good
Yeah,
hot
they
dogs.
upped my Polar Pop by 10 cents.
Costco pizza's pretty good.
Yep.
Their
But
hot
we're
dogs are
talking a
good.
third date. So your significant other comes to your door.
Good
You've
food, good
only
date.
had 2 dates. They come to your door and they're like,
Well, it
I'm
depen-
taking you to
it de-
Costco.
It depends. Is it a weekend? Because on the weekends there's all the free samples.
Yes, it's a weekend.
Bingo.
you can't throw in
It's
things
Always
like
a
that.
weekend.
Well,
It's a third date. You
said-
don't just go on a third date on like a Wednesday.
Why
That's
not?
the
It's the
thing.
third date.
No.
Jake does.
Yeah, why not?
If I'm lucky to make it to the third date.
Or to Wednesday.
Yeah, right.
Or Wednesday.
Well, no, my Wednesday nights are booked. No, no dates on Wednesday night.
All right, so did we get an answer? Yes or no?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
What did you do?
We
I
got
don't
one.
know. About Costco.
That would be an
That would
awful
be-
third
Come on,
date.
Coach.
That would be a. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
that-
all for free snacks
17
and things
inches.
like that. I'm all for snacks.
I got you, Mello.
and
Thank you.
cheap Diet Pepsi. That's all right in my alley. But I don't know.
There's a
Why
lot
not?
of Diet Pepsi.
It's a date.
I know.
No.
On a third date. Now,
But you can really
But you
figure
can- why
out
not
that
wi-
person can make the small things fun. Like if
Like
you can have
frozen
fun
pizza.
at Costco with somebody, then you know.
yeah, but okay, small things fun. I think there's other things that you could do,
like dinner
small
and a movie.
things. No.
I mean, Costco's
What
great.
is
You
your
could go
problem
get a
with dinner and a
jacket.
movie?
It's
You could
so
go get a
basic.
jacket, like 6 frozen pizzas for the price of 4. I mean,
Don't throw in tires. I tell you, if you throw in that you can see tires or buy tires there too, it's over.
You can buy anything.
a TV.
You can get your contacts prescription.
I mean,
It has it all.
need a multivitamin? Go
All right,
for it.
I'm
I mean,
sensing
need your bathtub
We're a split
remodeled?
on the vote.
an
We're a split.
age difference
split.
here on
Fine,
the
they
answer.
split.
We're
On the
split.
answer.
But we will not split on
Yeah.
Thursday
We
when
don't
you come
ever,
out
like,
to
split.
the south for.
Look at that.
Our game
That's
against
called
Bluffton.
a segue. That's impressive. You should do this. You were talking. You may find a new career.
There you go.
All right. Well, this is the session. Good luck in the upcoming HCAC conference action.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Jake, you want to say anything else about the Futon Fan Club?
Nope. Just if you're bored on Thursday. Actually, no, not if you're bored. If you're not doing anything, you better be there.
Just get your behind out there.
Bundle
That's
up.
right.
Yeah.
Get some blankets.
Be there or be square.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for being on the show, coaches.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is a session with Jake. This is a session with Jess. This is a session with Ryan. See ya.
Hello, this is Elon from the tennis team, and you're listening to The Session.